Hi, so I bought from AliExpress this adjustable voltage protection socket. It's from a company called ETEK. And this one, it looked fine on the internet, but it's quite bad actually. So the packaging looks nice, but let's open it. So this is how it looks. It has these screws, and they're quite bad. You see these flat ones, they're quite hard to remove. I mean, they're not special safety screws, they're just star screws. Okay, so it has 3 screws. You remove this and then you can open it. Alright, so this is the main chip. Actually, it doesn't have a marking on it, so there's nothing to see there. Here we have a relay. So it's 277 volts, 16 amperes. We have some capacitors here. This is a tiny varistor, but it only offers some protection for this, not what you connect, because let's remove this as well. Okay, so this is held by these plastic pins here. Alright, it also had this protection that I removed earlier. Here, I don't really like this. Okay, so the grounding, it's straight from here to here. They say it's copper, but actually it's just some steel. Anyway, nothing wrong there. Okay, so you see there are screws in there. So 2 cables. These and these are connected with screws to these terminals. That's fine. But then this is the output. And it's a bit soldered here better, but here we see not much contact. But of course this is Chinese quality, so it holds, but I wouldn't put 16 amps on this. Okay, and so basically this one, it's connected directly to the output, and the other one goes through the relay. Let's remove this as well. Alright, so you see this normally has like 4 screws, 4 holes. Well, it doesn't have a hole here, but it has another one here. But there's actually only 1 screw there. It's cheaper like that. So let's see what we have on the back. So this is the relay. Goes here and the output connects through here. Anyway, just some diodes, nothing special. $78.05, so this one outputs 5 volts for this. We probably form like a voltage divider with this. These are like, I'm not sure exactly, like 2 watts I think resistors, and I'm quite sure they form a voltage divider. So powers this one, it's a voltage regulator, 5 volts for this. Okay, this varistor is connected between Okay, so this might be, you can consider the plus, the live wire that goes straight, and the minus goes through this. So they need this live so they can have power to the chips and everything. But the varistor is connected between this and this, so it will protect this, but this wire is too thin to provide any protection. Anyway, this one is small as well. Okay, so this is it. Let me put it back and power it on. Alright, let's take this. You see it has this small indent here and here. So it only basically stays in these two small plastics. Let's take this as well. Alright, and then very cheaply made. The plastic it's very thin and well, like the cheapest plastic you can find. Of course, this is not like a big issue, but just saying so you know what you get. Remember, this is from ETEK, company in China. The alternative was one made from Thomson, but from the looks of the image, they look kind of the same. So I expect the other one to be the same quality. Alright, so we have some power. Alright, so it's 210. Normally I have 220. I don't know why it's low right now. So the way you set this, you have this up button. So you have one over voltage. Of course, these specs don't mean nothing because they are not true. So he says over 230 to 300. So it goes from 220, which is fine because it's over voltage, to 280 maximum. Of course, this is more than enough. Normally, you'd have like 10%, so that's 230 with 253. Okay, now let's go to the under voltage. So this goes from 210 because it needs to be under, and it goes as low as, I think, 120. Anyway, that's way too low. I would put it somewhere around 180. Okay, and that's the two buttons. Press this one. Okay, so this is EON. It goes to up to 600 and as low as 3. This probably from the specs must be the recovery time. Of course, it's not like this. It's from 3 to 600. But it's a bit higher, so it's good, I'd say. Alright, so now it's live. If you hold this for 3 seconds. The relay clicked. And now it says it's off. Alright, so now we have no output here. But besides that, you can set it with output or without output. You see it's going on from off. Okay, so now the relay clicked and it's on. So we have a power to this line, to this socket here. Okay, so you press this one. You can either press this one for 3 seconds and put it, close the output and do your settings, or just do it live. So this is the recovery time. And this is, you can only set it on or off. My suggestion, I think, is auto recovery. So after this time it goes on. Okay, so the time, this is on. And this one I'm not sure exactly, it says COR. Okay, and this one goes from 20 to -20. From the specs that you have on the website, it might be. Anyway, so this is how this one works. I haven't tested because I don't have something to alter the voltage that much. See? You can bend it with your bare hands. It's so soft. I mean, the connection there, it says here 16 amp, but I would never put 16 amps to that. Maybe you could put some extra solder on that, maybe. So what can you use this is for, like a fridge or an AC, but with the AC I'd be a bit worried with that connection. A fridge is fine because that doesn't use so much power. It's like 200 watts or something like that. So for a fridge it would be ideal to set the under voltage, because the motors are affected when the voltage is too low into the windings, and that might burn the motor. The advantage is you don't need like something like a Sino timer, a relay. You don't need to put that one as low as 180 and bring everything in your house down, because most electronics will not be harmed by this, only motors. So you just put this on your fridge or AC, but with this connection don't put this on your AC unless you fix that connection first. And you just protect this. The upper voltage is fine as well. You could use this as well. I mean, if you don't have like a relay, you could use this and use the upper voltage protection as well. But don't put it, you only need one of these for an appliance, so it's much cheaper to just buy a relay for the whole house. Okay, so this is an ETEK. I do not recommend to buy this one. Find a better one. I'll put a link in the description just in case you want one. Okay, hope you like the video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more.